so many people have been successful, totally on their own. The reality is, I talk about Michael Jordan a lot. One of my favorite, okay, but people look at him like he's got all these kind of friends and he's close to all of his teammates. No, no, no. He ran on his own. He did his own thing. He was a big time competitor. I'm gonna put that light on, see what that does. So, yeah, he was rolling on his own most of the way, and a lot of these people. I mean, if you really get to know these people, they're not like always with somebody. But yeah, I mean, even the Bible says it's not good for man to be alone. You know, I thought that's what I was to get married, and the Bible talks about it's a beautiful thing, marriage. And the reality is, there's nobody the slightest bit happy with it. You got to effort your way through it. What's this all about? So obviously that ended in lawsuits. Lawsuits are you should be able to mitigate things. Lawsuits are really that's not favorable for anybody, especially the children. I mean, I don't know how the judges and magistrates hear this stuff. Oh my God. But anyway, yeah, I was talking to one of my pastors, which his life is a complete and total mess. I never met a pastor who had any kind of stability in their life anyway. But what was interesting, I was just talking to him and said, when's the last time you lived alone? He thought about it. He goes, Jason, I've never, ever. There wasn't even one day I lived away from somebody. Even in college. In college I had roommates. And don't get me wrong, even as a child, I bounced around a lot. Most Americans do this. They do the first, third, fifth weekend kind of thing, or well, now what they're doing are going. I mean, literally going back and forth every week. So they're just bouncing back and forth, which is extremely unhealthy. But here I am. I got into Jesus Christ, so I was getting around a lot of people, going to churches and all that stuff, Sundays and Wednesdays. From 2000, yeah, obviously I had been around a lot of people, and between 2000 and really 2015. But then the thing is, I lived at the Chesterfield, right across the street from where LeBron James ended up living at Reserve Square in downtown Cleveland. Okay, so a few times I brought some random homeless people, and I mean it gets down to like 10, 11 degrees. There's one dude, maybe everybody's seen him. He's at the corner of literally the corner of Superior and East Ninth. I might have been on the 17th floor. That's pretty badass. So that's my first like apartment, outside of Cleveland State University. So I brought some, and then one dude I had him stay for a while. His name was Ernesto. He was my buddy and I, Don. We like rescued him out of a frat house where he was always just getting trashed. Probably getting high too. Who knows? Other kind of things. I mean, alcohol is one of the worst drugs for you. It's worse than cocaine, worse than meth. Okay, so here I was helping people out and everything. But I'm looking back at it though. Was I really? Because where I am right now, I need somebody to look over me, to watch, to be another a set of eyes. Not just another set of eyes, but eyesight. I've been doing this for too long now. Like 97 is when I was diagnosed with these things. And I'm looking back at this though. Was I rescuing these people, helping these people, or was I like in the marriages? Was I using these women to be a wife instead of just you know like a housemate kind of thing? And the thing is, the problem is, okay, so, all right, this is big. And then of course, I bought the condo, 25735 Lorraine Road. You can see it, Suite 402 in North Olmsted, 44070. And I had a good friend from college. We were living together, and, in that case, he was paying rent. But the dude that you're, and I had him stay for months at my 1715 apartment, 1716. I ended up I ended up moving over to the other one because it was like a one bedroom in downtown Cleveland. But I've always I think what I was doing was I was trying to bring people into my life to like. The reality is this though: people, women, of course, are going to accuse me of being an abuser. They're looking for dollars because they're racist. They think the dollars are the way that they can fight with people, and they're looking for money to settle or whatever. What they think is money. So I had extreme accusations of beautiful accusations of abuse, and well, then it got so severe too, like child molestation, drug dealing, drug using. And there's absolutely no evidence on any of this kind of stuff. I mean, there is evidence. There's evidence of me being loving, pure, gentle, dignified, best integrity you're ever gonna see, high character. So I'm looking at this though. I mean, the thing is, or the problem is, okay, is this. I never thought about this, but like the place where I was living, I mean, you could get like $1,000 a month at least rent. I never charged or got half money or whatever from anybody except for my one roommate from college. He kind of offered, like, well, okay, I'll take it. I mean, I had 2 bedrooms. I took, and one bedroom was completely empty. So like, what are you gonna do? So the problem is, I talked to some people in 2016. Jason, of course, any woman's gonna want to be your wife. You're giving them free rent, water, electricity, and probably you're giving them food. So I never even thought about that. In their transactional mind, of course they're going to take it. And I've always had exceeding abundantly above like any kind of luxury or, I mean, you just can see it here. I mean, look at this. This is radical. Who wouldn't? I mean, I enjoy the pool. Obviously the golf course is right there. The ocean's right over there. You can't see that because I'm on this side of the river, which I'm not on beach. I'm like one road from the river, so I'm not on beach side. But the thing is, it's like there's so many amenities and things. It's like you got it. Yeah, I got the stainless steel refrigerator, and the reason why I'm here anyways is I knew I needed to be around. The SMA was huge, and being around people, I just needed to be around people. Back in more than a year, well, back in 2020. I mean, I was staying in the Caribbean, and if you're in Puerto Rico, for example, I'm not gonna be able to help anybody who's homeless because they don't put up with homelessness. Nobody in the streets. The people on the streets that doesn't exist. You come on, they give you a free place to live, but the government. I just got back from Hawaii, and there's a lot of, like I mentioned, there's a lot of vagrants and nomads. People just like go in there, and it's really strange, extremely poor state. And I was considering like, look, I can stay here like long term. I don't think stuff going here in Florida or Ohio regarding my children. So I was like, that's the only thing I thought about. So yeah, in December I was seriously considering moving to Nashville to be with my youngest daughter. I talked to some people, and one woman, she just jumped right out and said, "Hell no, you're not going there. What's that girl's going to do? She's just going to get up and leave, and then you're going to be stuck there, whether you're renting or owning, whatever. It just doesn't. They don't care. They're just going to get up and go. They just want to play games with you and mess with you mentally and all that stuff."